with coffee, you can under-extract it or over-extract it. Extraction is the same as brewing. So brewing is extraction. And under-extracted coffees are when you have left in the filter, in the grounds, you've left delicious flavors, delicious notes, body. You left it there. You didn't take it all out. It's been under-extracted. Over-extraction is when you took too much out. You asked too much of the beans, and now the flavors that are in your cup are super harsh, super bitter, too much. A lot of times people will confuse strength with over-extraction. Let's say, oh, this is really strong coffee. Well, it's actually just over-extracted, and it's super harsh. So there's 3 things when you're the one who's in charge of brewing that you have to be able to adjust extraction, okay? Grind, time, and ratio. Each one of these can individually under-extract or over-extract your coffee, but they all 3 can over-extract and under-extract if they're together. So all these things are connected, and think of this right here as your ideal cup of coffee. It's not over-extracted, it's not under-extracted, it's right in that sweet spot. And how you get there is by correctly having your elements adjusted to find that sweet spot. So let's look at grind. If you're going to over-extract coffee by your grind, you have too fine of coffee. You ground your grounds too much. If you're going to under-extract your coffee with grind, it's too coarse. With time, you're going to over-extract your coffee with time if it's too long. It took you way too long to brew that cup. And you're under-extracting it if the cup went super fast. With ratio, you're over-extracting ratio by having too much water. You've asked too much. You kept pouring water through, or your tank was too full or whatever, but your ratio is off because you had too much water. That's how you over-extract. You under-extract using your ratio by having too little of water. You had a big pile of beans in that filter, and you ran out of water before it was all taken out of here, under-extraction. So these are your 3 elements. Now, if you are trying to make the best coffee you can at home or wherever you're brewing, I would say start with your ratio. Get a good ratio. I like 15 grams of water to 1 gram of coffee, 15 to 1. An example would be 500 grams of water, divide by 15, gets 33 grams of coffee. So here you go, 500 grams of water, 33 grams of coffee. There's a starting point for the ratio. And then I'm going to adjust my grind. I'm going to find my grind, and I'm going to see where my time ended up. A good window of time for brewing is going to be between 2 and 6 minutes. It depends on what your brewer is, but that's a good range. If you're under 2 minutes, with the exception of espresso, it's probably too fast. And if you're over 6 minutes on a brew, I think it's probably too long. So you want to stay in that window. Now, how you adjust your time is with your grind. If you make it finer, you're going to make your time go longer. If you make your grind coarse, you make your time shorter. Ratios, you can increase 15, 16, 17 grams of water to coffee. You can mess around with that, and you're going to adjust your other things. They're all connected. None of them are singular, but these 3 are the elements that you have control over to make the best cup of coffee that you possibly can. So I hope this helps. I hope it simplifies things and gives you a place to start.